Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth atop Tiger Stadium here in Eufaula as the Tigers host the Shelby County Wildcats for a first round Class 5A playoff game here from Tiger Stadium. The Tigers, of course, region champions here in Region Number 2. Shelby County comes in as the 4th seed out of Region Number 4. This will be the second meeting ever between the Tigers and the Wildcats. Of course, a good omen, Doug, was 24 years ago. The Tigers won this game in a second round matchup on their way to the state semifinals. Very close to making it all the way to the state championship game. They're doing the prayer early tonight, so we're going to take a quick break and be back with more pregame after this timeout.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-70.
Barber County's original newspaper for local news is the Clayton Record. The Clayton Record is a Cherry Hill media publication that has been around for over 150 years, covering Barber County and the surrounding area. Online and print subscriptions are available starting as low as $2.99 per month. Call them today to sign up and never miss what's going on. Visit www.claytonrecord.com or call 334-775-3254. Covering the county from the county seat, the Clayton Record. Stephen W. Bryan, candidate for Barber County Commission, District 2, is a big supporter of Eufaula Tiger football. Stephen lives, works, worships, and shops in our county, and his motto is, I am here. He plans to be accessible to the people of his district and will share his personal email and phone numbers. Stephen says, I ultimately will answer my God for the choices I make and take that seriously. I will be teachable, respectful, genuine, a man of integrity, and above board in every decision I make for the betterment of the whole of Barber County. Paid for by the Friends of Stephen W. Bryan for County Commission.
And we're back. The Brown Higgin Air broadcast booth here at Tiger Stadium. As the band has gone through their pregame festivities in honor of Veterans Day, they now have a spirit line they formed down here for the Tigers football team to run through. And we that was the only commercial break of the pregame show. We're 5 minutes from kickoff, and we have yet to really discuss what's going to take place here tonight between the Tigers and the Wildcats. Of course, the Tigers, you heard Coach Jernigan last night, come out in all red tonight. We have the captains for Eufaula are making their way out. It's going to be Chris Dutiel, the senior lineman for the Tigers. It will be Tyreek Ivory. He is a junior. It is Jaro Salas. He is a senior. And Jaquavius Moss, a senior middle linebacker for the Tigers. Shelby County's yet to bring their captains out.
Now. And if you're familiar with Shelby County, they until recently they put the SC on their helmets a few years back, but they've always dressed very similar to the Crimson Tide. So Charles will be happy tonight. But we were talking about Salas as a captain tonight. He was bringing them in warm-ups, Keith. I don't know if you heard us, me and Charles talking about it. Charles, it was he was making them around 50-yard field goals in warm-ups. So it may be something we see tonight. Did a great job of kickoff duties last week.
He did. He actually put one in the end zone that would unfortunately didn't count because they called the Tigers offsides. But Coach Jernigan mentioned last night that he's been dealing with an injury all year, so that kind of explains some things. And it would be neat to get him to see him hit a long field goal.
Well, imagine if you and I'm sure Coach Jernigan and them are using that. You got a guy who can put it in the end zone, then you got a guy that can place it inside a 5-gallon bucket anywhere on the field that can come in and kick it. So that's got to be a big advantage there for the Tigers. We'll be going down to John Wayne here in just a second as the captains make their way on the field. We saw him getting an okay to go out there a minute ago, and shoot, as we speak, they're going out. So let's go down to John Wayne and find out what it's like on the field tonight.
The field's beautiful as always. The dew has already fallen, so the first few to roll around in the grass going to get wet. Making introductions right now. Beautiful night for football. We don't need our coach, but then again, we're not sweating. It's a beautiful night for Eufaula Tiger football. Number 56, number 22.
John Wayne, did the officials say where they were from tonight? We know the state sends them.
So one guy was from the Enterprise area, but he said he had been up here before. I think they're from all kind of different areas.
Yeah, they can't have called our game or their game. So I just didn't know if they came from the same area or not.
I think it may have been a clock keeper that told me he was from the Enterprise area.
Just coordinate this like that is a big job.
All right, John Wayne, tell them heads we win, tails we lose, or they lose, or however that saying go.
They won the toss, and they will receive the ball, so Eufaula will go on defense first.
That is interesting because
they've not had they've scored against people this year, and
if their captains or anything like the other team, they a little bitty ball team.
Yeah, I walked through their line as they were coming off the field after warm-ups, and they stood some.
Good luck, Coach. I love you, baby. Always have.
Yeah. They had a few good-sized linemen, but anyway, while we're talking about the field, for November the 9th, this field is in excellent condition. Absolutely. I mean, it's still green. It has not turned brown yet. And Andrew Dunson with Dunson's Lawn Service does an excellent job. Really takes a lot of pride in this field. I've noticed when leaving the field sometimes after everyone is off the field, he's down there going to run a real mower over it.
Fixing divots and everything. I heard a little bit of comment years ago when we first planned this. I was on the committee, and they're just 12 feet deep or so drainage and everything. But over time, they were talking about making some drainage adjustments. He's done a good job of watering and keeping it green because drainage hadn't been an issue this year anywhere around here. But he's done a great job keeping our field looking great. And it's more than just the Tigers playing on it. You got the middle school and all kind of things going on out here. So he does a great job.
Sure does. So you can't see it tonight, so we'll have to describe a little more. We'll have to get back into the radio groove, Doug. But Shelby County in the white uniforms, white pants, no striping on the pants, white jerseys, crimson or maroon numerals, crimson headgear, white stripe down the middle, the numerals on the side of the helmet.
And again, as most of you know, and I'm sure we're going to be asked again and again tonight, if there's something we could do, we would gladly do it. But Alabama High School Athletic Association rules, they sell the rights for broadcast for the playoffs, so we cannot show you live football action, maybe some little clips or something. But other than that, we cannot show the game, and I'm sure you understand it's not us. If we could do it, we would gladly do it.
And it will be Salas. Hido Salas.
Glad you got that right. Took 4 years.
Yeah, I'm not even certain that was exactly correct, but it's close. It's closer than what we've been saying. So it comes down to the 6 or 7 yard line. Oh, my goodness. What a hit. It was LaKeviante Pugh, the senior defensive end and tight end for the Tigers.
He went down, and that looked like the old WWF or E or whatever they call it, clothesline off the top rope or something. He just depleted him with a forearm across the chest.
It is a real shame folks at home could not see that play because it was a clean hit. He hit him with his shoulder pad about mid-chest and just flipped him. He did a half helicopter because the guy, the first thing that hit it was his back on the ground, and
pretty strong chicken wing there, wasn't it?
and Pugh never even lifted his feet. He stayed on. He kept his feet. 3 wide receivers to the right on first down for Shelby County. They'll hand it off to the single back through. He's going to be tackled in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. Getting up to the bottom of that pile is number 90 for the Tigers. That will be Goldsmith, a junior, a defensive lineman for the Tigers, penetrating and tackling the Wildcats for a 2-yard loss.
Good start for the Tigers there. 2-yard loss. They're determined to run the ball here. Look at the set. Heavy set. We're spreading out now.
They'll shift out wide receivers to either side from the 18-yard line, one back in a pistol formation behind the quarterback. He'll have the ball at left guard. He will drive forward, strong running that time. He'll pick up the 2 yards he lost. And that's about it. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 from the 20. It was LaKeviante Pugh on the tackle for the Tigers. So 2 tackles already for Pugh, who was last week's player of the week. He came in 7 tackles, 2 for loss last week. Already 2 tackles tonight.
All right, receivers all over the field for 3rd and long.
3 to the right, wide side right, 1 to the left. On 3rd down and 10, looking to throw. His quarterback is going to flush. He's all the way inside the 10. He is sacked inside the 10. It is Pugh once again. LaKeviante Pugh. No, I'm sorry. That is not. 9 and 5 look very similar. That time it was Kavion Lammons, the other defensive end, that got back and contained on that side. He never let him get outside. It is a loss of 17 on that 3rd down and 10. So they will be punting. They will not be able to take the full drop. They'll be standing. Their punter will be standing on the right, his heels against the back line of the end zone. It is steal back for the Tigers. It is a low end over end kick, kind of a quick kick. This could be fielded on one hop at the 35-yard line by Steele. Steele's trying to reverse his field. He will take it inside the 30. He'll be down somewhere around the 24-yard line. So the Tigers outstanding field position as Shelby County actually snapped that ball on first down to begin their possession from the 20-yard line. Eufaula will take over the 24. That's just like a turnover.
Well, let's see. Eufaula had great field position all week last week and just didn't really do a lot with it all night long, but they got great starting field position at the Shelby County 24-yard line.
9:58 to go in the first quarter, scoreless. Looking to throw is Browning Anderson. He'll throw it in the end zone. Last second, the defensive back was able to recover. It was intended for Antron Mitchell that time. And
it led him a little bit more. The receiver, the defender would have never caught up.
That's right. He had to lead him across the field. It was kind of a post route that time. And Mitchell slowed up. He would have had to kind of broke the route off, flattened it off across the back of the end zone. 2nd down 10 from the 24-yard line now for Eufaula. Anderson shifts.
Three-man front for Shelby County. I think it's the Wildcats, right?
It is Wildcats.
They're going to mark this off against the Tigers. Maybe somebody moved. I didn't see it, but
that's a 5-yard penalty already. There were numerous 5-yard penalties last week against Eufaula.
Getting a lot of comments about the camera, but folks, we cannot show the game.
Handoff to Harris up the middle. Harris weaving his way through. He'll take it all the way down to the 21-yard line. That'll be an 8-yard gain on that play.
If they're going to stay in a 3-man front, Mr. Red Harris can have a huge night for the Tigers. Brings up 3rd and about a good 7 for the Tigers.
Probably 4 down territory here for Eufaula. Harris will flank Anderson to the right, bunch set to the left. Looking to throw is Anderson. He's going to pull it down and run now. He has running room. He's going to flatten it out. Oh, good move. He put his foot in the ground. He's going to take it in the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Anderson from 21 yards out. Just a beautiful move about the 20-yard line. He kept his eyes downfield that time, Doug, looking for a receiver. He finally decided to try to run for the first down on 3rd and 7. About the 20-yard line, he stuck his foot in the ground, cut hard back to the inside, came free, and took it all the way with good speed into the end zone for the Tiger touchdown. That comes with 9:14 to go here in the first quarter. The Tigers lead 6-0.
And what a great job the offensive line did, giving him all day to throw that ball.
The Tigers capitalize on the good field position. It is the R.W. Wingate point after touchdown. It'll be Anderson spotting it down as he's done all year. It'll be Cooper Wingate on the kick. There's a spot. The kick is up, and it appears to be good. There was a quick whistle. I don't know if there was a penalty. No, apparently not. 7-0 the score in favor of the Tigers early on here. 9:14. That was a 3-play, 24-yard drive. Took just 44 seconds off the clock. And the Tigers lead 7-0. That's what you want to see if you're a Tiger fan.
Absolutely, and we're going to get some updates tonight. Carroll and Demopolis is playing, but I just got word that the Carroll quarterback is still out tonight, so that'll be a tall, tough task for them to go over there and win without that outstanding athlete.
So officially a 24-yard drive, but the Tigers actually with 29 yards of offense on that possession after the 5-yard penalty. Is a kind of a squib kick that goes over the head of the receiver, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Sal's shaking his head. He's disappointed with that, but it was a strong leg he put into it. It took a big bounce over the head of the return man, and the momentum carried it into the end zone for the touchback. So that's where Shelby County will take over for their second possession of the night on their 20-yard line.
Let's hope the Tigers can stop them here. One thing somebody brought up to me this week is that the Tigers defensively seem to do very well, except after when we score. That's usually when somebody answers, and I got to thinking about it, and there's some truth to that.
Had not thought about that, but that is very true. 2 receivers right, 1 left, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. He will get the football at right tackle, and he meets a wall. You can get the number that is
42's running back.
Yeah, defensive tackle. That looks like 56. 56 for the Eufaula Tigers, Tyreek Ivory. He penetrated and brought him down for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, Eufaula's in a 4-man front with a couple of linebackers, and those 4 men just blew up the 5 linemen from Shelby County, and they're playing in the backfield so far.
2nd and 13. Low snap, quarterback gathers him. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. Now he has some running room. It's going to be the best play of the night so far for Shelby County as he'll scoot out of bounds about the 23-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6 yards on that play. Still brings up a 3rd down and about 7 yards to go.
5 plays in, and Shelby County is negative. Well, I mean, even after a 6-yard gain there, they're a negative 14 yards after 5 plays. Third and a long 6, short 7.
Split receivers to the wide side, which is to the left. Quarterback calls for the snap. He rolls to his left, looking to throw. He pulls it down. He throws. He has the receiver there. It's going to be intercepted. Turner on the interception. He's down the sidelines. He is going to be tackled by the running back, but inside the 15-yard line at the 14-yard line. So the interception by Taiwan Turner, the sophomore, he laid back. There were 3 Tigers defending on that play. It was a deep out route, and he intercepted it about the 37, 38-yard line and took it on a nice return back to the 14. Looked like he had a chance to maybe take it in for a touchdown, but a good tackle by the running back from Shelby County to prevent Eufaula points to this point. Anderson takes. He throws a quick receiver screen to Tron Mitchell. There, though. Shelby County defends that for a loss of a yard on the play. Actually, it's a loss of 2 back to the 16-yard line where they spot it down. But excellent starting field position for Eufaula. They took back over with 8:20 on the clock.
You know, Eufaula is wanting to strike big and quick here, but with a 3-man front, I think they just need to keep red rolling here.
And it will be Harris this time. Sweeping the left side. He breaks the tackle around the end. He cuts back inside at the 10, 5. He keeps his feet. He may have a touchdown. He does. Touchdown Tigers. 16 yards out for Red Harris. And the Tigers have gone up by 2 scores.
24-yard touchdown run. Red Harris right on cue there.
So the RW Wingate point after touchdown. The Tigers actually on a salt and pepper formation here. 2 plays on that possession. Officially covering 14 yards. It was a 16-yard touchdown run by Harris. He kind of, once he broke around the end, he made one move on the man on the outside. He cut back inside and then tight wrote the sidelines into the end zone. There's a snap, spot, kick. Kick is no good. It looked like it was a little wide right, and they confirm it is no good. That's one of the few that we've missed this year. It is 13-0, though. A pair of rushing touchdowns for the Tigers. One 21 yards out for the senior quarterback, Brownie Anderson. That one 16 yards out from the senior running back, Red Harris. Harris trying to get to the 1,000-yard mark. He is, we don't have his exact figure, but he's somewhere close to 900 yards rushing coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, I could go back and add it up at halftime, but it's been a great start for the Tigers. The whole first quarter so far has been played in the south end of the field here. Shelby County hadn't been able to get out of it, and the Tigers have been in it the whole time, scored twice. So we have the best seat in the house tonight up here in the Brown Heating and Air Conditioned broadcast booth, and it's a great start for the Tigers. And Solace will attempt to kick off here, try to put it in the end zone.
A pair of 44-second drives for the Tigers. There's a high kickoff this time. It's going to come down at the 6 and bounce into. It touched the line.
Oh, my
goodness.
He stood at the 5-6 yard line, turned around, and was watching the ball. He didn't go back and field it. That ball kind of spun like a pitching wedge and barely touched the plane of the goal. The Tigers was ready to pounce on that for a touchdown, or to have it at the 1, pick it up, run it in, whatever. Their defender did not even attempt to go back and pick it up.
Well, can you blame him?
Well, but that was close, man.
Folks, once again, we cannot show the game tonight. You'll be able to listen to Keith and Doug, but we would not be able to show the game.
7:36 to go here in the first quarter. It is Alabama High School Athletic Association rules. They do not allow
tunnel screen.
Yep.
Sniffed out just perfect over there by the Tigers. That's going to be about a 5-yard loss.
5-yard loss on the completion. And we'd have to look at the yardage, but I believe Shelby County is negative. I know they are. They're negative yardage so far through 2 possessions.
After that, they got an interception and negative 5 yards passing, and they're negative 14 after 5 carries. Only have 1 positive run tonight, and that's when the quarterback scrambled for 6 yards. But he lost 17 on the sack earlier.
Looking to throw. Quarterback's going to flush, now roll back to his right. Lemons does a good job of containment, and quarterback's in all kinds of trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 12-yard line. That's another loss of 3 on the play.
Keith, it appears that he's just not used to the speed of the linemen of the Tigers. He thinks he can beat them around the corner, and they're just shutting the door on him.
It's like our defense has been really – they're prepared for every formation that they throw at us.
So far, so good. 3rd and 18 maybe, 17, 18 yards.
Pair of receivers to either side, slot left and right, wide side of the field to the left. They're going to hand it off to the big fullback this time and just see what they can do, and there's nothing there. It's going to be a no gain, maybe even a loss of a yard on the play. It is a loss of about a yard back to the 11. It'll be 4th down and 19 yards to go. So 3 negative plays there for Shelby County. That does keep the clock moving. 6 minutes exactly to go here in the first quarter, and the Tigers lead 13-0.
Well, on the last punt, he's standing in his own end zone this time. The last punt, he took a long time, long strides to get it away. The Tigers are going to play safe and play a return here, but it's a low snap to short hops, and we have a Tiger all in his face, but he gets the punt away.
And Steele gets it at the 48. Showing speed. He ges around the corner, and there no flag. That was just a good play. That time it was Jalen Wright, who blocked behind the play, but it was not a defenseless guy because he was actually making a play and saw him coming, I guess. It was bang, bang.
He was actually chasing him, and he reached out and grabbed our return guy with an arm. It slowed him up just enough for us to make contact with him, but good no call there. Tigers in business at the 32-yard line of the Wildcats for their third possession with 5:36 to go in the first quarter.
Anderson rolling to his left. He's going to throw it deep. This time he has a man out there. It's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Had a man wide open and Slaughter in the end zone. Slaughter was looking to the inside, and the ball led him to the outside, so he had to spin around and just unable to come up with that reception. Incomplete. It would have been a touchdown if it had been if they could have hooked up because Slaughter was open in the end zone.
It's we're 0 for 3 in the passing for -2 yards. And we could have had a couple of touchdowns with any luck at all, a couple of those passes. So just a little bit off on the passing game so far.
It'll be Slaughter. No, keeper by Anderson around the left end. He's breaking a tackle or two, but goes down after a 4-yard gain to the 28-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Tigers, this is an interesting stat. Tigers do not have a first down yet in this game. They scored in 3 plays on their first possession, 2 plays on their second possession, and this will be 3rd and 6. Tigers looking for their first down. Slot to the right, slot to the left. Now motion back to the right. They're going to run the zone.
He kept it.
Anderson up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He spins, and with that spin, he's probably going to lose his first down. He had a first down. He tried to spin to make it a bigger play.
It's close. They got it marked at the 22, maybe just a hair outside the 22. He's got to get to the 22 for the first down. We'll see when
it's going to be
oh, yeah, they're marking it a half a yard short.
Yeah, he had the first down. I don't think he realized where he was. It's going to be a 4th down after a 5-yard gain, but Anderson probably picks up 3 to 5 more yards if he just continues this straight line run, but he was going to probably be tackled. Instead, it's going to be 4th and 1.
They try to draw them off sides. We're in a shotgun formation. They move up to a 5-man front. Red's easily got
Slaughter all the way for the touchdown. Torian Slaughter, 23. The speedy sophomore from 23 yards out, and the Tigers take 4 plays this time, still without a first down in the game. But they have 3 touchdowns.
And that's the younger Slaughter getting a Tigers have scored on a 16-yard run, a 21-yard run, and now a 23-yard run, and still 4 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter. Look for the Tigers maybe to go for 2 here as they go out with a swinging gate after missing the last extra point.
They will shift over. I really thought it looked like they were going to snap it there and go for the 2. Instead, it'll be the RW Wingate point after touchdown. There's a snap. Placement, kick. This one is up. This one is good. So with 4 minutes exactly to go here in the first quarter of play, the Tigers lead by the new score of 20-0. That's a weird. That's an odd stat, Doug. You lead 20-0. You've had the ball 3 times, and you don't have a first down yet in the game. So you don't see that happen very often. Just like last week, we had 11 possessions, and 11 possessions went into the opponent's territory, which is a rarity also.
Tigers doing a great job of taking care of field position.
Well, we got a moment. Will you explain why we can't show the game, Doug?
Same thing it's been for years and years. Alabama High School Athletic Association owns the rights to the playoff broadcast. We have to pay for the audio broadcast. We cannot show live. Nobody can show live unless it's, I think it's WOTOT or something, game of the week. We cannot show. We can only show clips 24 hours afterwards. The news can show clips. That's it. We cannot show live broadcast.
There's a kick by Salas. The kickoff is going to be a high kick. Once again, it'll hit inside at the 4-yard line. The guy receives it, and he's going to be tackled at about the 14-yard line. I'm telling you, he really did not want that football.
It went over his head, but it took a kind of a backwards hop, and he had to field it.
Right.
And I'm like you, he really didn't. He didn't want any part of it. Now, folks, we don't mind telling you, but you can, if you are familiar with NFHS. our streaming company won't split the audio and the video. You can go on and watch it and pay for it on NFHS. I think it's $10 a game, $10, $12 a month, something, I don't know. But you're welcome to do that if that's what you so choose. But it's just the picture of it.
You can watch it, though. Quarterback keeper around the left end. He's going to be tackled by defensive end. No, it's going to be Jaquavius Moss. I'm sorry. Tackling him for no gain on the play on the quarterback keeper to the left. No gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Shelby County still with negative yardage so far tonight.
Let's say it's not working on them, but NFHS, y'all.
Well, that is beyond our control. That is the schools. It's plugged in over there behind Keith, and the school programs that and sets it up. So I'm sorry, but that's above our pay grade.
5 receivers for Shelby County. They're going to throw it. Ben Jackson there for the Tigers. Had that been an accurate pass, it might have been a pick six going the other way. Jackson was right there on the route, but it went over everyone's head, out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down, 10 now for Shelby County.
I tell you got to feel for the offensive coordinator from Shelby County. He's thrown everything but the kitchen sink here in 4 possessions, and he has not found anything to work yet.
Yeah. So 3rd and 10. It'll be 5 wide receivers once again, a stack set over here on the left. 3 receivers wide to the right. Now they're going to shift into a slot here on the short side left. 3rd down, 10. Quarterback takes it. 3-man rush for Eufaula. He's going to pull it down. He does break containment around the left side. He's going to throw it late. It's incomplete. It was intended for his receiver. Would not have been a first down. It was about the 22-yard line right on the sidelines. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down and 10. And with 3:03 to go here in the first quarter, neither team has a first down yet, but the Tigers do lead 20-0.
Tigers look to get great field position. There has been not a play snapped on the northern end of the 50-yard line yet tonight. Defense is doing a good job of keeping the Wildcats backed up.
There's a snap. It's low. It rolls to. He gets it away. It's blocked this time. Blocked into the end zone. Tigers recover it. Touchdown, Eufaula.
Let's see who comes out with that one. It was number 17 or 11 or something that blocked it.
Yeah,
the one that blocked it.
Maybe 6, I think.
17, I think, is the one that blocked it. 6 is the one that gathered it in.
I think he's right here in front of us. No, 8. Number 8.
Okay, number 17 8. Blocked it. 8.
Thomas Hill. Thomas Hill on the recovery.
That's one Smitty talked about, ready to play basketball here in hopefully about 5-6 weeks. I don't even know where I put that.
I tell you, it looks like the coaches have done a great job preparing the guys tonight because they came out to play.
Came out ready to play. This is a good game to springboard into next week. The Tigers will either be playing Faith Academy here, or they'll be traveling to Elmore County. There's the RWB Wingate point after touchdown. A good hit kick by Wingate. Almost went on top of the concession stand that time. He hit right at the top, but right down the middle, and the Tigers lead 27-0.
You know, you never look at records because when you enter the playoffs, records no longer matter. And it's either you win or go home. And it looks like, our coaches, Coach Jernigan and the guys, they really have the team prepared to play.
They do.
Trying to send updates to Ozark in the Carroll game. It's just easier instead of all that typing just to send a picture, I think.
Well, the good thing about it, I tell you, back when we were radio only for so many years, people say, what's the score? What's the time? What's the time of the score? Well, the great thing is tonight you can see the time of the score. I still try to remember to say it, but I forget that you can actually see it on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, you can't see the game, but you can see the score and the time. From the 6-yard line, center return for Shelby County running room. This time it's going to be their best starting field position as he's going to cross the 30 and take it out to around the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. We'll see. About the 32, we'll say. So this will be the 4th possession already for Shelby County. Still looking for their first down. We do not have a first down in this game, but the Tigers lead 27-0. I've been leaning out the window to look at the scoreboard to get the time, and all I've got to do is look in front of me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.
All right, Shelby County with a slot to the right this time.
One back in the backfield, the big number 42, the running back. Now they're going to shift the blocking back, wing back over to the left, which is the wide side of the field. They'll take the snap. They'll hand it off to the back. A little bit of running room this time. His best run of the night, but the ball comes out, recovered by Ben Jackson. Ben Jackson going to cover it for the Tigers at the 40-yard line. One play and a fumble, and the Tigers have it back.
He gained about 5 or 6, but we're going to say, I guess we give him 8 because that's where we recovered it at. But the Tigers will take over after one play again in Wildcat territory. All right, so 8 but 10 plus 4.
Recovered by Ben Jackson, the junior safety. Anderson looking to throw. The Tigers still looking to pick up some yardage through the air. They will on this play. Is complete to Tron Mitchell. Eufaula's 1,000-yard receiver
16.
down to the 24-yard line. That's a 16-yard gain on that first down play. I don't know if I've ever seen a running clock in a playoff game, and I don't remember the rules for a running clock, but it's very likely we could see that in the second half.
Yeah, you can do a running clock. Both coaches have to agree, and I don't think neither one of them will eject if we get to that point tonight.
Anderson's going to roll left, looking to throw. Going to throw it back across his body. Lakeviante Pugh catches it. He's going to have a first down, maybe a yard to spare. And the Tigers already with a pair of first downs on this possession. This is the fourth possession of the night for the Tigers. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Every possession so far tonight for Eufaula has begun in Shelby County territory. Handoff up the middle, Red Harris breaking tackles. Harris head for the end zone. He's in. 13 yards out. Red Harris scores his second touchdown of the night. The Tigers stretch the lead to 33-0. Charles, this is one of those games we didn't want to talk about in pregame, but on paper it looked like it could be a lopsided game. You never know till you play them, and you play different parts of the state. You never know, especially when you match up against a team from Mobile that may come in with 5 wins. You never know how you're going to match up with them. In this case, Shelby County had a tough year, and Eufaula has taken advantage of jumped on them early. Has already come up with 2 turnovers in this game and a block punt for a touchdown.
Well, Coach Jernigan said last night that they had lost 7 players to baseball.
So 34-0, the Tigers lead. That was another 3-play drive that covered 40 yards for the Tigers. 59 seconds. Goodness, how did we get from 3:27 down to, oh, well. I was not watching the clock, but some time slipped off that clock. But you'll get no complaints from anyone here at Tiger Stadium, I think, including the people in maroon and white across the way. So 1 minute 28 seconds on that drive. 3 plays, 40 yards.
I'm going to tell you what.
13-yard run by Red Harris.
Was it Central Clay that they played? It was probably their worst defeat. We're already close to that total here in the first quarter, so that's going to raise some eyebrows around the state.
Salas, another kickoff. Booming kick this time. It might fly into the end zone. Hits on the 1 into the end zone for a touchback. Second touchback already the third touchback already of the night for Salas.
Okay, maybe it was one of the other teams from the region that they played. I was thinking but Demopolis was only 21-0. We passed that about a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Coach Jernigan was saying last night on the coaching show, you're able to put the ball in the end zone. That's a big weapon on the kickoff.
Absolutely.
5th possession for Shelby County. Still looking for positive yardage and a first down. Going to hand it off to the back this time. He's looking for yardage. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to Tiger's going to ride him forward to Shamarion Smith for about a half-yard gain. We'll give him officially a yard on that play, but That's it. That is all.
Smith did a good job that time as the running back had a little room to the outside. He quickly closed that gap to the outside and turned him back in where he had a little help making the tackle.
2nd down and 9 now for Shelby County. If it's a running play, it probably will be the final play of the first quarter. Here's a snap, looking to throw. Quarterback's going to pull it down and run this time. He's going to slide down. That's a good decision. That's a business decision there by the quarterback as he picks up 3 yards to the 24-yard line, but it was Kevion Lamons that was coming across that had a bead on that number 10, and he slid underneath it.
It's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with more Eufaula High School football after this commercial break.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
Hey, we're back at Tiger Stadium and the Brown Heat and Air broadcast. We'll go down for a Heat and Air sideline report. John Wayne, what's the on the field?
Well, the Tigers obviously, last week we wasn't focused. We had nothing to gain if we won or lost except pride for winning. But tonight they know this could be your last game if you lost. So they have really stepped up tonight. 4 rushing touchdowns. We hadn't had a passing touchdown yet. But I did notice as I walked to the other end of the field, number 4 is getting some ice pack wrapped on his knee right there, Mitchell. So I don't know what his status is. They're wrapping ice on his knee when I walk by one of them.
With this game seemingly well in hand, it might be a good time to rest Antoine Mitchell. He's a big component of the offense. We're back under a lot of pressure. Recovery, it's going to be a scoop and fighting to get in the end zone. It will be a touchdown. It's going to be Kevion Lamons scoring his first Eufaula touchdown that I can recall this year. He transferred in this year for the Tigers. He's done a good job of defensive end playing on the left side. He recovered the fumble around inside the 10-yard line, and he really smelled that end zone, Doug. He got hit inside the 5, but he really spun and worked hard to make it into the end zone. It's going to make the score 40-0 in favor of the Tigers.
We're going to give it a first play of the second quarter. Tigers score again. We're going to say about a 15-yard loss for the quarterback and then a scoop in the score by number 9, Lamons, for the Tigers.
And the R.W. Wingate and Company extra point is good, making the score 41-0 on the first play of the second quarter. I don't remember many games going like this, Doug, against 5A competition, and much less a playoff game.
The Shelby County folks have to be stunned. They like, we done come down here to deer hunting territory, and goodness gracious, what have we run into? Tigers have been on point tonight, lead 41-0 after the first play in the second quarter.
So 106 on that possession for Shelby County. Lost 15 yards on that possession. And the second non-offensive touchdown of the night, as we've had a blocked punt for a touchdown.
First play in the northern half of the field.
Right.
Tigers didn't even take the snap, but they score.
We'll call it a 5-yard fumble return for touchdown by Lamons or Lamons. Salas drives the ball down the field. It's going to be touched by the return man at the 11. He retreats and picks it up about the 8. He's going to take it back to about the 21-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 from the 21. It'll be their 6th possession already. It's interesting. They have 2 more possessions than Eufaula, but they trail 41-0.
I missed. Did somebody take a timeout? Kind of a long. No, the officials are ready to go. Just both teams. Tigers making a few substitutions. Looks like getting some different folks in also.
Well, I wondered when we would actually start seeing some wholesale substitutions. You don't typically see that in the first half. Normally, your starters play through the first series of the second half traditionally, and the Tigers still have quite a few starters out there. 3 receivers to the wide side, to the left, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. He'll send motion back across the formation. He'll actually set around up behind the right tackle. Hard run that time. The big back takes ahead for 4 yards to the 25-yard line. Holds on to the football that time, so 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6, and that may be what Shelby County does from here forward. Doug is just dig in and try to go to a power running game.
Keeps clock running. They have yet to have. They hadn't had a first down.
No first down. Eufaula only has 2 first downs in this game. 41-0, 2 first downs. There's a snap. No, they're going to look to throw this time. Quarterback's going to roll to his right.
Great coverage.
Has 3 receivers in the air. He's going to throw it up. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Malik Comer, and he'll take it at the 47-yard line of.
I heard a late whistle. I'm not sure.
There's a flag across the field.
All the way in front of the Shelby County bench on the far side.
Look at this to be offsides on Eufaula. Wait and see.
Shelby County's offense is staying on the field.
I don't know. They're walking back. They're bringing the football back this way. It was a lineman downfield, declined by Eufaula. So intercepted by the senior defensive back for the Tigers, Malik Comer. 3 turnovers already for Shelby County and a blocked punt for touchdown. Eufaula with the ball once again, starting in Shelby County territory at the 47-yard line of Shelby County.
Actually,
10:31 to go in the second quarter. Handoff at the middle. It's going to be right in the open field, right all the way. Touchdown, Tigers, 47 yards. The sophomore running back, Jalen Wright, 47 yards out, and the Tigers lead 47-0. Oh, there's a flag on the field. I'm sorry, a personal foul. The personal foul is actually going to go on Shelby County, though. Behind the play.
What are you going to do? You ran it right up the middle, and you're still 47 yards for the touchdown. Keith, I'm double-check that. Is that not the 4th turnover? They had 2 interceptions. The quarterback dropped it down here, and then the running back dropped it.
Yeah, that's 4 interceptions. You're right.
4 turnovers.
4 turnovers. 4 turnovers. Goodness gracious.
Was that our 3rd string tailback that scored?
It was.
It's the first time I put him down in a long time, so we're hollering. We don't have enough people out there. Apparently, one of the linemen's very upset. You know, you get these leads and people aren't paying attention. It's actually number 9 coming off the bench. Lamons was late getting on the field. He's actually a junior. You know, he's had a good enough game so far. I believe we'll cut him a little slack on this extra point.
For the RW Wingate, point after touchdown. It is Cooper Wingate in there. Brownie Anderson to spot it down. There's a snap. The placement. Kick is up. Kick is up and good. So 48-0 in favor of your Eufaula Tigers. Still 10:19 to go here in the second quarter of play. I'm going to tell you what, the way this game is going, we may see what is the all-time record for points? And I don't think we'll try not to do that, I'm sure, but
the Tigers
hand the ball off the middle.
I think it's all the way back when I was a senior was 78.
78 points.
So we're having some fans that are saying that their car has gotten scammed, and you've warned them on several occasions they have to be careful when they try to go with some of this scamming.
I promise you folks, if you was to look at our page, there's close to 800 people blocked that put these fake things on there. There's no streaming unless it's NFHS. We've told y'all, please do not click on the thing saying that there's
through the upright. He kicked it from the 45-yard line. That's still a big leg. It was over 55 yards in the air.
Please do not click on that, especially when they put it in comments. It's strictly a scam. They're just trying to get your information or your credit card. It's nothing to do with us. A lot of that comes from overseas. They'll create an account, and you'll see where they'll do it to 600 or 700 ball games all over the country right after they make the account. So just be aware of that. It is okay. Read that for me and tell me what you think. That the way I look at that, okay, it's Carroll's trailing 13-7 to Demopolis at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, without their starting quarterback, that's a pretty good sign. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw. They're going to throw a pass. That's complete. No, incomplete. Dropped. Second down and 10. Doug, I think if the starting quarterback for Carroll was playing in that game, I'd feel really good about Carroll coming up with a victory.
Yeah, and I did say I thought they would do well. My upset, I think, and we can talk about it here in a minute. Halftime, we play the winner of Faith and Elmore County. A lot of people are saying Faith would have to come to us, but Elmore County, we would have to go to them. I'm not so sure Elmore County, the 3 doesn't upset the 2 there.
Handoff, big running back. He's breaking the tackle. He's going to go forward for 4 yards. It looked like he was going to have more than that, but a 4-yard gain. And several Tigers in on that tackle. We'll see who gets up off the bottom. I believe it was Lemons, along with number 21 from Eufaula, Zion Martin, also on that tackle.
Man, I'm going to tell you, the only thing not going good tonight is I stopped and got some new pencils, and I think the lead came from China because it's breaking every time I try to write something. The Tigers couldn't much else go better for them tonight. 9:30 to go in the second quarter. Tigers lead 48-0.
3rd and 6. Quarterback rolling to his left, going to throw it. He throws it up. It's going to be nearly intercepted. Stretching out for that one is, I think it was Comer looking for his second interception of the night. He didn't come up with that one. It was just a little bit too tall, incomplete. 4th and 6. Yet another punting situation for the Shelby County Wildcats.
I think the longest Shelby County's had it was about out to our 45, and that's when they fumbled it forward, and we recovered it. Other than that,
they fumbled it forward to the 40. It was like they're 35. They're 35. So 9:15, clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Zakai Steele standing back to return this one. It's kind of a shank.
Get away,
off the left
away.
side of his foot. It hits short. It bounces backwards, and Eufaula's going to have it inside the 40-yard line of Shelby County after the 15-yard
So last week we started all possessions in Early County's territory. We
ended all possessions.
Oh, we ended all. Excuse me. Tonight
we started
all possessions in the Wildcats territory.
Yeah, this is unprecedented.
Something's going on. Did we miss a flag or something? The officials are huddled up, and we missed something here. Tigers are ready to go, but
you remember last night Coach Smith was talking about the new foul rule in basketball and how they changed it where it's a quarterly thing. There is a flag down. I don't know if it was a kick, exception interference. Either way, we've got a new quarterback in the game. It's going to be our freshman quarterback of the future, Ty McCoy, in for the Tigers from the 38-yard line of Shelby County. Handoff to right. He's already has a touchdown tonight. He's spinning forward, looking for another one. He's going to take it forward for a first down to the 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain for Jalen Wright, sophomore running back.
I'm telling you, 2 carries for Mr. Wright, and he's our leading ball carrier on the night with 58 yards. 4 ball carriers for the night for the Tigers, and about 140 yards on the ground.
Motion. They're going to hand it off to the motion man. It's actually a toss forward around the left end, turning the corner, all the way into the end zone goes Zakai Steele. He goes in from 27 yards out. It's a touchdown pass. Touchdown pass from Ty McCoy. Boy, I wish they had that back in the old days. He basically 27 yards.
Gotcha.
He basically shuttled it forward about a foot or two, but it's a forward pass.
We talked about that. Hess Horn is way up in the record books with Alabama High School Athletic Association his senior season, and a lot of that was just tosses to the speedy guys he had on the team.
That point after touchdown, the R.W. Wingate point after touchdown is good by Cooper Wingate. And the new score is 54 to nothing. I'm sorry, 55 to nothing. That's a rare situation when it's hard to keep up with the points. 8:08 to go here. Still not even halfway through the second quarter. Guys, in all the years playing football, coaching football, doing these games for 29 years, I can never remember a team having 55 points before the halfway point of the second quarter. It's absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this.
You know, and we're not turning the ball over our kids and our coaches deserve a lot of credit because our coaches have them ready to play and our guys are playing hard.
There's a kickoff once again. Salas is going to hit it high. It's going to come down 7-yard line this time. Looking to return it up the middle. And they're going to break to the outside. They're going to be tied for their best starting field position at the 32-yard line is where Shelby County will take over.
Maplesville is beating Choctaw County 14-0.
See if we have another Carroll update. I don't think so. I'll double check.
Brantley up on Linden 14-7. Thanks to old Merle Curran down in Elba for our scores. And Sarge, I hope you're at home tonight enjoying this. This first half has been a big Tiger first half.
So Shelby County out for their 8th possession already in this game, only about 19 minutes into the game. 8 possessions. Good look to throw this time. They throw it. It's going to be a pick six if he can make it into the end zone. He cuts back inside. He will make it in. I can't tell the number. It's 32, I think. It's 32. Jameer Thomas, another sophomore for the Tigers. Does that make 5 turnovers in the game so far?
3 interceptions, 2 fumbles.
7:18 to go here. Goodness.
They need to let the flock run.
What was his name? 32.
Jameer Thomas.
Sophomore. How many? That was 30s.
That was the interception, I would say about 35 yards. They snapped it from the 20-yard line. It was an out route. He undercut it. Probably might have been about 30 yards or so, but it's RW Wingate point after touchdown. High snap this time. Good concentration by Anderson to get it down and concentration by Wingate to get it through, and the point after touchdown is good. And we're at 62-0. That's what I was talking about. Your record is in danger, Doug, because
it stood long enough. 1970. No, that would have been the 1980 season against Bullock County. And the offense got to run 2 plays that night. We ran the kickoff. We ran the kickoff back. We ran 2 punts back and scored the first play twice on offense, and the offense was done. It was backups the rest of the night.
You want to give John Wayne a little airtime?
Yes. Sure, John Wayne.
Talk to me.
Yeah, man. I mean, have you had a chance to have any conversations with any of the coaches down there as you've walked by?
Now, I haven't talked to any coach. I just talked with the doctor here, and he said that he thinks that Mitchell just may have just a little bruise or sprain on the back there. He thinks he's fine. Nothing's torn. But, these young guys, they finna get opportunity. I remember that game Doug talked about where it's 78-14. I was a 10th grader and played, I think, the whole second half and the whole second quarter.
You're telling your age.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I mean, you've been around this a long time, and that game you're talking about there is probably the closest thing to this. But I mean, 2-0 with 7:18. We're 12 seconds over. No, we're not even halfway. It's just 12-minute quarter.
Right.
We're not even halfway through the second quarter.
I've been on that side too, though. That's a tough side to be on. You still have to suck it up. You still got time on the clock. You still got to play football, and it's hard to keep pushing through that. But it's a good lesson for these young men because life's going to bring that to them one day.
That's right. So quarterback going to keep it this time. New quarterback in the game for Shelby County. I don't know if there was an injury or whatever, but
number 4
in there. He's going to rush for a loss on the play. And honestly, on the defense now for Eufaula, no starters left on the defense. There weren't any starters on the last possession either. And it was a pick 6 on the first play from scrimmage.
Apparently, was there a flag here?
There's a flag down. I'm not sure what the flag was. Apparently, it's going to be against Eufaula as they're going to mark it off. Looks like it's going to be a major yardage. It may have been a face mask because they're going to go 15 yards. That will be the first down of the night for Shelby County.
Okay. Tigers by the numbers. Most points scored in a game, 1978. October the 10th. 78 points. October the 10th of 1980. Most points, let's see. Largest margin of victory was 74 back in 1934.
Pass incomplete. It looks like the regular quarterback back into the game for Shelby County. I don't know why he missed the previous play. And that is quarterback's number 10. We'll try to get some names for you for them.
It's a long way to go.
Barnes.
And with a lot of backups playing, I don't know if this one was the last time we shut somebody out was on October the 1st, 2021.
I'd be surprised if this isn't a shutout. 2nd and 10. Hand it to the fullback. He's breaking up the middle. He is going to be tackled. They're going to give him really good forward progress out to the 41-yard line. That'll be a 6-yard gain.
He has 9 carries for 19 yards at this point as the fullback for Shelby County. Under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter of play. 62-0. The Tigers lead the Wildcats. That's right. Hadn't been drinking tonight. 62-0 in the second quarter, halfway through the second quarter.
Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to throw it complete. It's bobbled, but I think they're going to give him the reception. He'll cross the 45-yard line to the 46-yard line. That pass is going to be good for 5 yards. It'll be a Shelby County first down. Back-to-back first downs for Shelby County on this possession. Of course, Shelby County still playing their starting unit, as you'd expect. Totaling 62-0. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line of Shelby County. Looking to cross into Tiger territory for the first time tonight. They will do so on this carry. The fullback in 42 is going to take it. It's a foot race. He's going to be brought out of bounds at the 10-yard line, but easily the biggest play of the night for Shelby County.
44.
It'll be 1st and 10. Our 1st and goal for Shelby County from the 10-yard line. That was a 34-yard run.
44.
Yeah, you're right. 44 yards.
Goshen 26, GW Long 21.
And we don't have a good roster for Shelby County. Quarterback keeping it around the left end. He's going to take it inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So 5 more yards for Shelby County. Brings up 2nd down and goal from the 5.
Is that the quarterback?
There's a quarterback, number 10. Unfortunately, we don't have there's no name listed.
Number 10?
Yeah, number 10.
I thought it was 18.
No, it's 10.
Okay.
I say that. You got binoculars. Check and see. My eyes say 10. I don't know.
It is 10. I thought it was 18 to start with.
There's a snap. They're going to hand it to the back in the backfield. He's going to be tracked down for a loss back to the 8-yard line. 3-yard loss on that play. It'll be 3rd and goal now from the 8. So this young Tiger defense.
Here's a stat that's definitely in danger tonight. Shelby County, most points allowed in a game. October the 19th, 2012, they gave up 69 points.
So 3rd and goal from the 8. 2 backs in the back. No, I'm sorry. Quarterback and the running back beside him. They'll snap it. They'll hand it to the back, who's going to be stacked up there at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall into the 6-yard line. So 2 yards. They'll bring up 4th down and goal from the 6-yard line. 4th and goal from the 6. Shelby County going without a huddle. Quarterback will be in shotgun formation. Running back will be flanking him to the right. 3 receivers split to the right side. Quarterback's going to take it. He's going to roll to that right side. He throws it into the end zone. It is caught.
He was out of bounds. Oh, they gave
him a touchdown.
He bobbled it and stepped out of bounds, but they gave it to him anyway. 6-yard throwing catch.
Yeah. A Eufaula Tiger didn't catch the number, but he had designs on about a 98-yard interception return for touchdown. He undercut it, did not get his hands on the football. It went over his head, and it was caught. It was tipped. He tipped it up and tipped it to himself. It was debatable whether or not he had control before he went out of bounds. It was right at the pylon, but Shelby County's on the board. The kick is up. Kick is no good, but a flag's on the field.
Well, he ran by one official, and he didn't even throw the flag. But because the kick was no good, the official in the back.
There's only 10 on the field.
Maybe he crossed the line.
2 flags on the field.
Yeah, the other one must have dropped it. He threw the flag thinking we had too many on the field, and I think because we've done run off, there's no defense to it. So, mistake there by that back judge. Unless our guy ran across the line of scrimmage when he was coming off the field.
Could have been.
When you're substituting quite a few guys like we are, that happens.
High snap. They get it down, and it's still no good.
That was a good job by the number 4, whatever he is, that had to place it. He stood all the way up, reached as high as he could, somehow got back down and spotted the ball. Shelby County has an injured player. So I'll tell you what, with the score, 62-6, with 2:25 to go in the second quarter, let's take a quick commercial timeout. We'll be back at the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth after this commercial break.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Stephen W. Bryan, candidate for Barber County Commission, District 2, is a big supporter of Eufaula Tiger football. Stephen lives, works, worships, and shops in our county, and his motto is, I am here. He plans to be accessible to the people of his district and will share his personal email and phone numbers. Stephen says, I ultimately will answer my God for the choices I make and take that seriously. I will be teachable, respectful, genuine, a man of integrity, and above board in every decision I make for the betterment of the whole of Barber County. Paid for by the Friends of Stephen W. Bryan for County Commission.
Back.
Hey, we're back at in the Brown Heating Air broadcast booth here on top of Tiger Stadium in Eufaula. Tigers lead 62-6 after the 80-yard drive by Shelby County. It got jump-started with a personal foul penalty against Eufaula. It was going to be a loss of yardage on that play, but personal foul penalty against the young Tigers, and Shelby County kind of got going from there. It was a big 44-yard run by the running back, Shelby County, that got them into goal-to-goal situation. It's kind of a squib kick. It picked up at the 35-yard line. Tigers looking to turn the corner. It is going to be Jave Williams running to turn the corner. He's into Shelby County territory. He stepped out of bounds. He was right on the tight roping the sidelines. He was looking for the end zone, but he goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Doug, another possession going to begin in Shelby County territory. Every possession so far tonight for the Tigers has begun in Shelby County territory. That will be the seventh. You're probably going to be 7 for 7 starting in Wildcat territory.
Check this score out. Highland Home 14, Arrington nothing.
Highland Home has had an outstanding season this year. They already beat Arrington one time this year. Now, moving in the backfield, new running back for the Tigers is in there is Perry Denard. He is a freshman running back. He was a little early, early start that time. Wearing his dad's old number, I believe. Well, that was okay. He corrects himself. There's going to be a 4-yard penalty. He corrected it.
I wonder if he's even related to Virgil Leonard.
Probably a nephew.
Player way back in the day, before my time.
Bad snap. Ty McCoy's going to come back and fall on it at midfield. So that play loses 14 yards. These young guys will be the future of the Tiger football, so a good opportunity for them to get in a playoff game and get significant. They're going to get more playing time tonight than they've gotten in any varsity game this year if they finish the game out. Going to hand it off to Denard. Denard going to break the line of scrimmage and keep his feet moving, and going to take it down to the 43-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7, but the first down would come all the way down to the 21-yard line. It's going to be 22 yards to go. So the Tigers with 3 penalties tonight.
Coaches are telling them to slow it down.
Still 20 seconds on the play clock, so burn that clock. Tigers is only 40 seconds left, so if they run the ball here, they won't have to snap it again.
McCoy keeps it. McCoy takes it inside the 40 to the 37-yard line, and Shelby County, they did not. I thought the coaches signaled for a timeout over there, but he did not.
Yeah, we can
really
take it to halftime.
It looked like it. He was standing right by the official. I was watching him, and he moved his
He lost
hand.
about 14 earlier on the
I think those timeouts
bad
go home
snap.
with me.
Gained about 7 back there, so Tigers should take it to halftime, and that'll be your halftime score. We'll go down to John Wayne to catch coaches is going off the field. John Wayne, ask him about a running clock if you get a chance.
Yes, sir, I will. I'm going to talk about all these young players fixing to get opportunity to step up, too. I mean, the future Eufaula is fixing to get on the field in this second half. And, you know, good opportunity for them to prove themselves. I'm looking for Coach. Give me just a minute. Here he is. Hey, Coach. Good half, Coach. Tigers came out focused, ready to play football, and took care of their business. How's number 4? I noticed he got some ice wrapped on his knee.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he hyperextended his knee right there a little bit, but I think he's good though. We'll check him out when we get in there at halftime.
Okay.
But I was proud of my boys who came out. The biggest thing was working on ourselves to execute, and I think we did that. I still want to cut out some of the false start penalties we had right there to start the game. But the second half, give my young boys a chance to get out there and get some crossing out there. So we'll see what they got in the second half.
So the future of the Tigers finna get to play the second half. We finna get a little glimpse of next year's football team.
Correct.
Coach, I heard you on the show last night, so I got to connect a socket for a good half. All right, guys, back to you.
So we're back, and I know some people are commenting, is this the real score? 62-6. I don't remember. I can't remember any games being this lopsided. It could be much worse if the Tigers wanted it to be, as it was 55-0 with still 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. But it is 62-6 here at halftime. Shelby County Band's out to perform here at halftime. We're going to tally up, I guess, some halftime stats. But in a game like this, the stats really don't mean a whole lot.
You don't think it's getting some attention? I just got a text from the media guy at the Alabama High School Athletics Association. Ron Ingram says, "Is the score I just got reported anywhere close to right?" Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is just very surprising. We did not expect. I did not expect this game to be a close game tonight. But you never know when you go in the postseason. You don't know how the guys are gonna react with another team coming in here. You don't know how they're gonna react.
Never underestimate.
But the Tigers have looked sharp tonight, except for a penalty or two. But we are 62-6 at halftime. We're going to take a timeout and we'll be back with some halftime comments. You're listening to Eufaula High School Tiger football. We'll be back in a moment.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by others.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
Barber County's original newspaper for local news is The Clayton Record. The Clayton Record is a Cherry Hill media publication that has been around for over 150 years, covering Barber County and the surrounding area. Online and print subscriptions are available starting as low as $2.99 per month. Call them today to sign up and never miss what's going on. Visit www.claytonrecord.com or call 334-775-3254. Covering the county from the county seat, The Clayton Record. Stephen W. Bryan, candidate for Barber County Commission, District 2, is a big supporter of Eufaula Tiger football. Stephen lives, works, worships, and shops in our county, and his motto is, I am here. He plans to be accessible to the people of his district and will share his personal email and phone numbers. Stephen says, I ultimately will answer my God for the choices I make and take that seriously. I will be teachable, respectful, genuine, a man of integrity, and above board in every decision I make for the betterment of the whole of Barber County. Paid for by the Friends of Stephen W. Bryan for County Commission.
Hey, we're back in the Brown Hegan Air broadcast booth here atop Tiger Stadium. As the Tiger band is about to make their way onto the field, but the Tiger football team leads Shelby County 62-6. And yes, folks, that is the correct score. And we'll try to recap what happened if you did not catch the game early. And to mention this, as we come back from break, we are not allowed by Alabama High School Athletic Association rules to show live video of this game tonight. It is a violation. We would lose our right to broadcast these games if we put the camera on the field and showed what was going on. So it's not our decision. It's the rule, and so we can't do anything about that. But
we have a question on the stats, Keith, before you and Doug get started. Will these stats be added to the regular season stats?
Sure, I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
So Red Harris, unfortunately, we'll get the individual stats in a minute, but he is still looking for 1,000 yards on the season. He has 2 touchdowns here in the first half, but unfortunately, I guess if you're trying to accumulate stats in this game, Tigers have begun every possession in Shelby County territory tonight. They scored on all of them except for one, and that was the second team scored on their first possession, and then they had a loss of yardage on that of 16 yards on first down on the last possession there, and they ended up just running out the half. But Shelby County won the toss. They elected to receive the kick to begin tonight's game, and they went backwards. They were punting from their 1-yard line, and the Tigers ended up, well, I'm sitting here looking at this. Yeah, the Tigers got good field position after a Zakai Steele punt return down to the 24-yard line of Shelby County. From there, it was a 21-yard touchdown run on third down by Brownie Anderson. That came just 2 minutes and 46 seconds into the game, making the score 7-0 in favor of Eufaula. On the next Shelby County possession, there was an interception Ball was intercepted and run back down to the Shelby County 14-yard line. From there, it was a Red Harris touchdown run of 16 yards to make the score 13-0. That was still with 7:36 to go in the first quarter of play. Then the Tigers took over once again in good field position at the 32-yard line. This time it was a Slaughter, an Otorian Slaughter 23-yard touchdown run on third down. Actually, it was on fourth down to make the score 20-0 in favor of Eufaula. Still 4 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Shelby County took the ball back over at their 14-yard line. They were able to have any success. And on fourth down, there was a blocked punt. The punt was blocked by Jonathan Jackson. It was recovered in the end zone by Thomas Hill for another Tiger touchdown. The point after touchdown made the score 27-0 in favor of Eufaula. Still 3:03 to go in the first quarter of play. On the first play from scrimmage on the ensuing possession for Shelby County, there was a fumble. It was recovered by number 11, Ben Jackson of Eufaula at the Shelby County 40-yard line. From there, the Tigers took it 40 yards in only 3 plays. It was a 13-yard touchdown run by Red Harris. That came with still 59 seconds to go in the first quarter, making it 34-0 Eufaula at the end of the first quarter. On the very first play of the second quarter, the Shelby County quarterback was caught in the backfield. He fumbled. It was scooped up by number 9 of Eufaula, Kevion Lemons. He ran it in from 5 yards out, and with 11:53 to go in the second quarter play, the new score was 41-0 in favor of Eufaula. Very next Shelby County possession, on the second play from scrimmage, it was interception by Malix Comer. So the Tigers took over once again in good field position at the 47-yard line of Shelby County. From there, it took only one play for the Tigers to go 47 yards to make the score 48-0. Still 10:19 to go in the second quarter. Once again, the Tigers starting with good field position following a Zakai Steele punt return at the 38-yard line of Shelby County. On the second play from scrimmage, it was Steele taking a short toss forward from quarterback Ty McCoy, 27 yards for a touchdown to make the score 55-0 in favor of Eufaula. That's still with 8:08 to go in the second quarter, 55-0. On the very next play from scrimmage, it was a pick six. The sophomore linebacker, Jameer Thomas, picked it off and took it back 35 yards for a touchdown. The point after touchdown made it 62-0 Eufaula with 7:18 still to go in the second quarter play. So literally 16 minutes and 42 seconds of game time in, Eufaula had scored 62 points in less than 17 minutes. On the next possession for Shelby County, they moved 80 yards in 7 plays. There was a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Eufaula that aided in that possession. The point after touchdown was no good, and with 2:25 to go in the first half, 62-6 was the score. That's where we stand at halftime. So for those of you who tuned in late, you now know how we arrived at this 62-6 halftime score.
All right, and while we have a second, I'm going to get their commercials out of the way. We pay to do this, but we still have to read their commercials. The Alabama High School Athletic Association asks fans to remember that we all play a role in the education of our students. Parents, fans, and people in the community all set an example for students, whether they are aware of it or not. Help set a positive example in everything you do. Public service message from Alabama High School Athletic Association. Now, quick numbers for Shelby County Wildcats. They rushed the ball 19 times in the first half for 41 yards, but they had 2 turnovers, fumbles. Passing, they were 3 for 11 for only 6 yards. But they did have a 6-yard touchdown pass, but they threw 3 interceptions. They had a total of 47 yards of offense. For the Tigers rushed the ball 13 times for 147 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground. They passed the ball 4 times for 52. Excuse me, they were 4 of 6 for 52 yards, passing with 1 touchdown pass. They also scored on a block punt for a touchdown by number 8 Hill, number 9 Lamons, a 5-yard scoop and score, and number 32 Thomas with a 35-yard touchdown pick 6. That's how the Tigers scored their points in the first half. And while we're at it, let's get one more out of the way. Good sportsmanship and positive citizenship are vital in the development of good citizens. Alabama High School Athletic Association gladly welcomes the challenge of being a leader in sportsmanship and is continuing this in a proud tradition. In Alabama, good sportsmanship is a high school tradition, whether at home or on the road. Make our schools, our communities, and our students proud by displaying positive sportsmanship. A public service message from Alabama High School Athletic Association.
So, it's a mouthful. And, folks, that's where we stand. If you stick with us tonight, the second half, of course, we're probably going to have the running clock. I was looking at some of this other stuff when he was talking to Coach Jernigan. Did he ask him about the running clock? I didn't think so. I didn't think I heard anything about that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but expect a running clock here in the second half, and we may have a record getting out of here. Of course, it is a weeknight, but there is no school in Eufaula tomorrow. I don't think there's any school in Shelby County either. There's a lot of games being played tonight. And
look at this score. It's a surprise. At halftime, Trinity 31, Providence nothing.
Trinity's normally pretty good out of Montgomery, and not that familiar with Providence this year. So
St. James 27, Op 7 halftime.
Ops had a little trouble this year, and things hadn't gone the best for them.
So we will step aside for another commercial break, and we'll be back with probably the second half as we're winding down here. Neither team is out of the locker room yet, but under a minute to go on the clock. So we'll step aside and be back with the second half kickoff. You're listening to Eufaula High School Tiger football. We'll be back in a moment.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Stephen W. Bryan, candidate for Barber County Commission, District 2, is a big supporter of Eufaula Tiger football. Stephen lives, works, worships, and shops in our county, and his motto is, I am here. He plans to be accessible to the people of his district and will share his personal email and phone numbers. Stephen says, I ultimately will answer my God for the choices I make and take that seriously. I will be teachable, respectful, genuine, a man of integrity, and above board in every decision I make for the betterment of the whole of Barber County. Paid for by the Friends of Stephen W. Bryan for County Commission.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service for our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey, we're back at Tiger Stadium in the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth. There will be a running clock here in the second half. So for the last 24 minutes, we will have a stoppage at the end of the quarter. I guess if a team scores or there's a timeout, but otherwise the clock will run. So Shelby County will kick the ball off to Eufaula.
Eufaula kind of lined up like they're expecting an onside kick. I tell you what, if I'm Shelby County, I said you back them up just as thinking far as you can back them up.
No doubt about it.
They've had a hard time tonight. Number 36 handling kickoff duties for the Wildcats as the chain gang's getting set. The head officials.
And their only kickoff was a squib kick. So I don't know if he missed the ball or if it was an intentional squib kick, but he's going to approach. He's going to kick it again. It is kind of an onside kick that Eufaula will field and go down at the 46-yard
probably
line.
The worst starting field position of the night.
It is the first time. The first time they, and that was a smart play to field it and go down, but he could have probably taken it the other.
Yeah. Still starting at your own 46. That's
Doug, we were talking about Colbert County before the game about
yes,
how
sir.
many times they've made the playoffs, and Winfield at halftime's up 33-7 on them.
Well, they continued their streak, but doesn't sound like it's going to last long.
Handoff to McCoy. No, McCoy keeps it. A good read by McCoy. He's an open field.
Here we go.
He may make it all the way 20, 15, 10, 5. Back down at the 6-yard line. So from the 46-yard line to the 6-yard line. 48 yards. 48-yard run by Ty McCoy, the freshman quarterback from Eufaula. And showed good speed, but that was good closing speed.
Yeah, he'll hear about that in the film, getting caught there.
Right. Yes, sir.
So, first and goal from the yard line. Handed off. It'll be this time handed off to Denard. Denard's tracked down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard.
Brings up second and goal from about the 8-yard line.
Call it a 2-yard loss. Harry Denard. So the Young Tigers 3 more shots from the 8-yard line. They've already scored 1 touchdown tonight on a long run. Denard at the middle. Denard going to be tackled. He gets back the 3 he lost plus a yard.
Is he a sophomore?
The 2 he lost, so it is a 3-yard gain. He is a freshman. He's a freshman.
Keith, you remember Virgil and Bernard, Denard, when we coached Pee Wee football?
Yes. Yes. Now, I played with a Perry Denard, so I'm assuming he is some relation to Perry Denard.
3rd and goal from the 5. Clock's already down to 9:40. Start the second half. Tigers using that play clock down to 14-13. They go ahead and snap it.
McCoy takes it. He hands it off to Denard. He's going to be tracked down right there at the 5-yard line. So give him, he probably got a half a yard, but we'll say no gain because it's 4th and goal from the 5. And they're going to, it's good experience. They're going to let Wingate kick the field goal here. At this point, the Tigers certainly don't need the points, but they do need the game experience because Ben Jackson will handle the placement of the football this time. First time I recall Ben spotting one down this year. So it's an opportunity in game situation to get some game experience. There's a snap. Kick by Wingate's up. Kick is good. So,
well, I'm glad that we did a good job of getting everybody out there. We're going to show age here, but in that 1980 game that scored 78 points, the starters and everything had been on the sideline so long that late in the second half, they called for the punt team one time, and John Wayne will probably remember this, but that was back in the days. A lot of them had to dip a skull or whatever on the sideline, and, they called for the punt team, and we didn't have a backup punt team, so folks were scrambling for shoulder pads, helmets, getting rid of going out on the field with dips in their mouths, and it was a madhouse. You didn't want to get in trouble and have to run the next week because you wasn't out there when you were supposed to. But a good job there by the Tigers sending out the field goal unit. Everybody heads up and got out there and made something happen.
So 65-6. Salas has the ball on the tee. He already has 3 touchbacks in the game tonight. Clock runs 7:43 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. He boots it away. It's going to hit. It squibs along. It's going to roll and get into the end zone. So 4 touchbacks tonight for Hado.
When's the last time we've been able to say that?
Have we ever?
Not that I'm aware of.
We keep talking about Cooper being only a sophomore. I just sitting here thinking, wonder what the most points for a Eufaula Tiger. Wonder what.
I think it came up that his brother was actually very close to, if not holding that record.
Well, Cooper kicked some middle school, freshman, sophomore, 2 more years, he may have the record.
So from the 20-yard line, Shelby County. Still their starting quarterback, still their starting running back as well. And he'll take it ahead for 8 yards to the 28-yard line. Unfortunately, our for Eufaula, but our roster for Shelby County is not accurate or up to date. So we don't unfortunately have the names or the class for these Shelby County Wildcats. So, these may be, the quarterback may be a senior, the running back may be a senior. This may be their last half of high school football. It's a running clock. So they're there to play. 65-6, 2nd down and 2.
They just sent somebody late off the sideline into the formation. Tigers adjusted.
They're going to keep it on the ground here. They going to have their first down and a little bit more as he's going to take it across the 35. He'll go down to the 38-yard line. So 10 yards on that play. After an 8-yard gain, they follow that with a 10-yard gain. So a first down for Shelby County.
Doug, you were saying before the game how tough little running back is. He's a pretty tough little cat.
Yeah, he's had Tigers in his face all night tonight. You can just see a little bit of quickness fall off with all the backups in there, and they're not playing wide. They're not getting the arms out. A couple of them had a chance to reach out and grab him then and was unable to. They pick up a first down at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10. So I hand off once again. He's looking. He found running around the left end once again. And he'll take it forward for 11 yards to the 49-yard line.
Really?
So
And they're marking.
they give him midfield. So it is a 12-yard gain.
Clock already down to 4 minutes and 40 seconds and rolling. First possession of the second half for the Wildcats. Really and truly, they'll, depending on how this one goes and how the Tigers do, they may be looking at maybe 1, 2 at the most possessions maybe left in this game with a running clock. It goes quick. Not sure of the time, but we may get out of here
before 9, possibly 8:34. So 26 minutes away from 9 o'clock, and
they're taking their time too. Play clock's down inside 10 seconds. They're using all the 40-second clock, so they're ready to go too.
Going to hand it off once again. Going to be stacked up in the backfield this time. Good job by the young Tigers holding them for no gain on that play.
They ran pretty much the same play several times in a row there. The Tigers said that's enough of that. You're going to have to run something else as they clogged it up and no gain, 2nd and 10.
Josiah Peterson. We'll call out some of the numbers of some of these Tigers. He is a 9th grader in there on the defensive line for Eufaula. Jonathan Butts, also a 9th grader in there on the defensive line for the Tigers. So essentially, this is a JV team out there for the Tigers right now.
Yes.
2nd and 10. There's a snap. They hand it to the running back. He has the running room this time. He'll run over a young Tiger and take it forward for 10 yards down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down for Shelby County.
That puts him 17 carries on the night and gives him 102 positive yards. So I tell you what, Shelby County's being very respective here too. They're running a lot of the play clock down. They're running the ball. They're not, trying to throw it and get it down the field. And I guess I could understand that. You wouldn't want to make this Eufaula Tiger crew mad. I mean, gee whiz, they put 60-something points up in one half, and they wasn't mad at you in the first half. So
well, there was still 7:18 to go in the first half when it hit 62. So
we won't see that again in our lifetime, I don't think.
Probably not.
That's crazy.
And 16 minutes and 42 seconds of game action, 62 points. The handoff. Hit the backfield. Good job. It's the young 62. It's 62. We just called his name, Jonathan Butts. He butted heads that time with the running back for Shelby County, and that's going to be a loss of 3 yards on that play.
I was going to let you call that because 2 would have gave him 100 even. That drops him back to 18 carries for 99 yards there.
They spotted him forward. They put it at the 42. So it's a loss of 2. So he's got an even 100. Now the Shelby County band making a lot of noise across the way.
They'll be quiet next Friday night.
Ramsey 49, West Point, nothing at halftime.
That's the number 1 and the number 4 seed. That's actually the defending state champion, 5A also.
2nd and 12. The quarterback going to keep it this time. He's running a bootleg around the right side, and good job of the tackle.
Make sure you get him down.
Yes. He's going to go forward for 12 yards and pick up a first down.
He said, hey, let me get in on some of these stats. He was 7 carries for negative 21 yards up to that point. So
one of the Shelby County fans that said number 42's name is Bradley Horton, and he is a senior.
Bradley Horton is a scrappy young fellow.
Kind of felt like he was probably a senior. He is a
tough little running back.
He is a tough running back. We appreciate that information.
He's standing up next to even the backups. He's not a real tall young man, but he makes sure to wrap that ball. Of course, he did fumble it one time earlier, but he wraps it up. He's taking some hard licks tonight, and he always seems to find a way to fall forward.
First and 10, Shelby County from the 30-yard line of Eufaula. They'll hand it up to Horton once again. Horton is going to spin down. It's that it's 92 was the first man there for Eufaula. That is Josiah Peterson, the other freshman defensive tackle in there for Eufaula. 2-yard gain for Horton. They'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
That's it. That's going to be the quarter.
That's the 8th run on this possession. 8 straight runs for Shelby County. At the end of the third quarter, Eufaula 65, Shelby County 6. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Back at Tiger Stadium, as we enter the fourth quarter, 65-6, the Tigers lead. Second down and 8 for Shelby County from the 28-yard line. If you have a Faith Academy Elmore County score, please pass it along to us. That'll be one of those two teams will be the next
I think
opponent.
they play tomorrow night.
I'm sorry. Okay, tomorrow night. Hand off to Horton up the middle. He'll pick up 6 yards to the 22-yard line. There's a flag on the far side of the field. Very few penalty flags tonight against either team.
It's like a face mask. Yes. Face mask against the Tigers.
But what penalties there have been, they've been mostly against Eufaula. So just the way it goes sometimes.
To give him some yardage, you could tell there he picked up more than it looked like. That'll be tacked on to the end of the play as 5 yards incidental. But I think it was Horton, they said his name was.
Yes.
The line is actually pushing the Tigers back where it was the other way around earlier tonight. So it'll make it 1st and 10 now with the addition of the penalty.
From the 18-yard line of Eufaula, as we are in the fourth quarter, 65-6 is the score. 11:09 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Running clock here in the second half.
Quarterback wants to snap it, but I think he's been told to run some clock.
Hand off to Horton. Horton picking his way around the left side. He breaks into the open field. He runs over a Tiger, takes it down to the 4-yard line. So that's a 14-yard run by Horton. Now, Doug, this is more than likely, unless they fumble, unless they turn the ball over, they're going to score here. It'll be interesting to see when they get the ball back if they play some of their younger guys. Yeah.
Well, they've got a record that's about to fall. If we'd have scored, I think, the last time we had it, we would have broke the record against them. I think it was, 68 or 69 points, the most they've ever given up.
Hand off to Horton. Horton's going to make it into the end zone from 4 yards out for the Shelby County touchdown. So another 80-yard drive for Shelby County.
But those freshmen got some good experience.
11-play, 80-yard drive with Horton going in from 4 yards out.
That gives him 22 carries on the night for 126 yards in his final game as a Wildcat.
I'll tell you, and the point after touchdown is good this time. So 65-13 is the score now in favor of the Tigers. And the clock continues to run.
Yeah, running clock. It'll run the whole time. They don't stop it unless I think during an injury timeout.
Well,
they can stop it. I don't know that they will, but they can.
John Wayne, any news on the sideline?
No, sir. Just a lot of young people getting in the game, and from a coaching standpoint, you really have to work. Sometimes you have to work harder when you got these young guys in, because you're trying to teach and teach them things to do and encourage them on what they're doing.
So the squib kick's going to go out of bounds this time. It goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So they do drop the flag. So I guess Eufaula has the option of taking it to 35, and that's what they will do, which will actually be the worst starting field position of the night for Eufaula. On their ninth possession. Clock continues to roll. 8-12 and counting. 65-13. This young Tiger offense, led by the freshman quarterback Ty McCoy, will come out. Trying to see the running back. Looks like a new running back in the game for Eufaula. Have not caught the number yet.
Call it out when you do, because I'm going to have to write it down. Trying to find out the margin of victory. Let's see. Most points for both teams. We're not going to get close to that. Largest margin of defeat was 63, so that touchdown helped them out there.
Kevin Davis.
You see the ball here?
Number 46, Kevin Davis. He's going to lose 2 yards on that play.
10th grader.
He is a diminutive 10th grader.
All right, so with the touchdown, the largest margin of defeat, Shelby County, was 63 all the way back in 2013, so they probably avoided that there. Most points allowed in the game was 69. That one's in jeopardy.
Greensboro Russell 14, Lanier nothing.
Second down 12 for the Tigers from the 33-yard line. It'll be McCoy on high snap. He pulls it down. He's going to try to elude tackles. He fumbles late, and we'll see who came up with a football. It is Shelby County on the fumble. Clock continues in motion with 6:30 and counting here. With a running clock here in the second half, it's 65-13. But they'll take over at the 29-yard line of Eufaula. And like I said, it'll be interesting to see who comes in for Shelby County.
First turnover of the night for the Tigers.
Guys, when's the last time we ended a game before 9 o'clock?
We have. We played Stanhope Elmore one time on a Saturday after a hurricane.
That's right.
Or Valley, one of the two.
Or we played in Georgia and played on Eastern time before 9 o'clock Central time. It does look like Horton's still in there at running back. He is. He'll get the ball here running off right guard. He'll dive forward for 4 yards to the 25-yard line.
They seem to still have their starters in there.
Oh, they do.
They're pushing some of our younger guys around. Yeah, really getting after our freshmen and sophomores.
Well, as long as they keep running the play clock down, I don't think you're going to see Eufaula adjust to it. Just let happen what happens.
That's true.
Under 6 minutes, we're down almost under. It's 5:02 now to go in the game. So we just hold them for 6 or 7 plays. The clock will run out.
Running back again. Now he is running hard. These young guys. That's a tough task for these young guys, freshmen, to tackle that senior running back who runs with good forward body lean. He's pretty thick. And he's going to take it forward for a first down.
He checks out of the game as we talk about him. And into the game is number 23, the guy that didn't want the ball earlier on the kickoff.
42 still in there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought he went off. He is still in the game. He has 24 carries for 137 yards at this point.
Slot to the left. They shift over to that side. So strong to the left they are, and they're going to run that way with the running back Horton. He breaks it back to the right. He's breaking tackles. He's going to go down inside the 10, down at the 7-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 12 yards on that play. And I'm telling you, it's we talked to Coach Jernigan last night about the Enterprise game, a tough game like that, physical, you kind of figured out who wanted to play and who would stick their nose in there. He's kind of finding out that a little bit about some of his young guys here going up against Horton.
Well, they got to get crisp. But just like McCoy and them turning the ball over, if they would have snapped it a few more times, this game would have probably just about been over. As we're down to about 3 minutes and 30 seconds now. We're only one hurt player away from McCoy being in there, so he needs to get those plays under his belt. And not just McCoy, the whole offense, defense, everybody needs that experience.
Handoff. Horton around the right side. He is going to be tackled inside the 5. They're going to throw a flag because they tackled him high, I think.
Thompson, 42. Florence, nothing.
Let's see what the flag is.
Well, it could be face mask. It could be a lot of things, but it'll only be about 1.5 yards. It's going to be a face mask, and that'll be about 1.5 yards penalty. Take it down just inside the 2-yard line.
It's uncanny, though. I mean, if we total up penalties, I think there have been only one penalty on the night against Shelby County. There's been numerous. I know that's the second or third face mask on Eufaula. There's a personal foul against Eufaula that started their first touchdown drive.
Well, them young guys against that big, strong running back, just grabbing what they can get and pulling him down.
First and goal. Inside the 5 with 2:15 to go and a running clock. They're going to they snap it with 28 seconds. It's going to be Horton. He's going to be fighting for but not getting to the goal line. That's a gain of 1 yard on that play.
We still have folks wanting us to show the game, guys, after all we've told them tonight. The reason why we can't.
Well, people don't stay in touch with it. They tune in late. They don't understand. They don't read the comments. So.
Yep. Sorry, Dave.
But I mean I thought years ago when we were radio only, people say you don't give the score enough. I'd say, well, that tells me that you weren't listening because it seemed like I was giving the score about every third or fourth play years ago. But if somebody tunes in and you forget to give it, then
second and goal from the 1.5, and they spent 3 wideouts.
They're going to run it, though. They're trying to spread us out. Horton's running hard, going to get his second touchdown of the night on this play going in, standing up. That'll come with 1:13. And if they keep running this clock, Eufaula might not even snap the ball again. So Horton in from 1 yard out.
They'll end up with 28 carries, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns, all in the second half against. It don't matter who it's against. He runs hard.
That'll make the Bucks
Yeah, well, 65-20. A lot of folks will look at that and think, well, Eufaula pulled away late. They won't realize it was 62 points in the first quarter and a half. There's a quick whistle as the ball high snap.
This is that's a classy move. It was 62-0, and so the last.
Why they stopped the clock?
Eufaula has not scored in the last 32 minutes of game, or 31 minutes of game action.
False start. Yeah, they stopped the clock. They don't usually stop it during penalties. They didn't stop it during penalties before, so official says set it. They need to run it, even though it's an extra point. It's supposed to be running. It ran a while ago when they were lining up for the kickoff, but whatever. That'll only be 1 snap for the Tigers.
No good. The extra point is no good. So 63-19.
65-19.
I'm sorry, 65-19. I was incorrect about what I said earlier. Then I forgot about the field goal. So 65-19.
So all the Tigers got to do is basically cover what's probably going to, I don't even know if that onside kick they made.
Headland's not playing tonight, right?
No.
Someone asked that question.
I've seen where a couple of folks called for that upset, number 3 against number 2 there with Headland, but
well, that's Hopeville.
We'll see.
Headland against Hopeville. We'll see.
Yeah, he's lining up for an onside kick, so his true running clock again would be done already. Packed up and looking for the winner between Fate and Elmore County tomorrow night.
It's going to be a pooch kick. It's going to be fielded. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line by Jade Williams. So the 30-yard line is where the Eufaula Tigers will take over and snap it probably one time.
Yeah, he ran 5 seconds and he stopped it. It was a running clock the whole time. I don't know why we were all of a sudden stopping it, but it was only, like you said, one snap. Just don't turn it over, and this ball game will be over. Tigers will win 65-19.
I guess we'll go ahead and talk about what we would talk about in the post game. The Tigers look good in the first quarter and a half to amass that 62-point lead. They will either host Faith Academy tomorrow night, next Friday night, or they will be traveling to Elmore County. So watch the scores from tomorrow night to see the winner of that game, and that will determine the Tigers' opponent next week. The Tigers moved to 2-0 all time against Shelby County. Both those games coming in the playoffs.
They're waiting to set the clock. No, I guess they've set it. The play clock just didn't reset. There, they put 40 up there now, and they started. They don't have to snap it again. Tigers look like they're going to.
They're going to.
Don't have to. They dropped it to 25-second play clock now.
They direct snapped it to the little.
I don't think it was intentionally direct snapped, but that's what it was. I didn't write down stats on the last two. Tigers lose a couple of yards both times. That'll wind it up with 10 seconds left to go in this one. That'll be the ball game, and the Tigers will advance. It's interesting.
Good job, man. Y'all.
We talked about Faith. We talked about Elmore County. Here's how it shapes up. If Faith wins, Faith Academy out of Mobile will come to Tiger Stadium next Friday night. If the Elmore County team wins, the Tigers will be on the road for the second round at Elmore County, which would probably put the Tigers, if they made the third round, right back here at Tiger Stadium. So that might not be a bad thing. Either way, we'll post it on the webpage and let you know.
And of course, it's so premature. No way to project who the Tigers potentially would play in a potential third round game. It would be. It could be Demopolis, Carroll, Valley, or BC Rain. So that would be one of the four potential opponents.
Demopolis who?
Demopolis, Carroll, Valley, or BC Rain. That would be one of the third round opponents. So,
I think Valley's got a good chance of coming out of that too, even as a third seed. I think they are, but it'll be an interesting. We talked about how the Tigers we felt like fell in a good part of the bracket. But nothing's give to you. You gotta earn it all. So you gotta take it week by week. Continue to win.
I guess John Wayne is down there to catch Coach whenever he comes along. So we'll keep it right here until we have the post game interview with Coach Jernigan.
Good game, Coach.
Yeah, but like I said, a record. This game finishing before 9 o'clock Central Time on a Thursday night.
Oh no!
So
something happened to the camera.
No. Where the camera? It's okay.
So John Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm here with Coach Jernigan. Coach Jernigan, great. Ball game, came out focused, took care of business really in a half. And when it was over, a lot of young guys, which playing all those young guys really challenges a coach because you really have to be on your P's and Q's and encourage these young guys and try to help them do better. I'm going to take this off and let you talk to the guys.
Hello.
Guys were ready to play tonight. I mean, they were sharp in the first half. There's not a whole.
Going in and out.
We all
had him. No, Charles is clicking buttons. All right.
Hey,
Right now, you hear us, Coach?
Coach, you hear us?
Yeah, I got you. Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. So what I said was not a whole lot. The guys came out focused. Your coaching staff had them ready to play. They were crisp early on, and through the first 16, 17 minutes, really didn't have anything to complain about just about a perfect half. We scored 62 points in less than 17 minutes. With 7:18 to go in the second quarter, it was 62-0. Hats off to you and the players and everyone involved. Just a great first half.
Yeah, we did. I appreciate it. Yeah, we came out, Chris. They offense, they moved the ball, and defense, was playing good as well. And like I said before, in halftime, we just wanted to work on ourselves and for us to get better going into the second round of the playoff. And when we hopped up on them like that, I just wanted to play fundamental football and, no penalties and stuff like that.
Well, that's right. And you pretty much so did that. We did have a few penalties, but, that's to be expected when you get the young guys in. Did everyone that dressed tonight get on the field?
I think so. Those are my main focus the second half to make sure everybody get out there, especially my young guys that's coming up, my 9th and 10th graders that's coming up. They're going to be the future of the program. So I was trying to get this some action out there, but I think everyone played.
All right, Coach. Only thing I can say about that is old school coach, he'd have to find something to come up with. You can go in and slam your hat down when you go in and tell them, dadgummit, you got to play more than a quarter and a half next week.
Oh, I already got it. I'm going to get on my young guys, because I told them at halftime their time was coming, and they at practice they sit around and talk and stuff, wonder why they're not in, and their time get here, and so some of them are going to get on right now.
Well, we talked about that. You're only one injury away from a lot of them being out there, and they got to be prepared.
Yeah, well, Coach, congratulations, and look forward to sitting down with you next Thursday night for the Chick-fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show and talking about next week's game. Of course, we won't know tomorrow night whether it's going to be here or be in Elmore County, but either way, we'll have it for everybody, and we wish you the best. And congratulations on a big win tonight.
And the last score update we had was 14-19. Carroll was losing to Demopolis at the half, and their quarterback was not playing. So,
I got you. Well, thank y'all. Thank you for all the support. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers. Okay, for John Wayne Robinson, Charles Irving, Doug Apple, I'm Keith Bryan, wishing a good night and a good holiday weekend. We'll have the Tiger Chick-fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show for you next Thursday night, 6 p.m. from Chick-fil-A, 6:45 pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff for the second round of the playoffs next week. We'll have it for you right here on the Eufaula Tiger football broadcast. Till next week, go Tigers.